Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
I'm back. Tonight, whatever. We'll be talking about
The Flash.
Season
2. Episode 11.
My fingers can't count that high.
10, 11.
Yeah. I know, but this is not the point. Or you could do this. Oh.
What?
1 and 1 make
2.
Okay, but when you put
Oh, I see. 11.
Haha.
Okay. Anyway, episode is called The Reverse Flash Returns.
Yeah, that was epic. It was the origin story of the Reverse Flash of Eobard Dawn. Well, not really the origin story, because I mean, obviously he already became the Flash or Reverse Flash, and already decided that he had to be the evil version of Barry. So it's the origin of their rivalry, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's the first time he fought Barry. So,
yeah.
What I find is interesting is that, like, he didn't know what time zone Barry lived in.
I know.
So, how much time travel does Barry do? Because, I mean, like, in order to...
apparently.
I mean, like, I know in the comics that a lot of the Flashes do a lot of time travel. But, like, are we, like, really gonna be getting into that in this, like,
probably.
So I'm just like, what is, like, what?
I was like, you know what? Haven't you learned anything from time travel movies? It messes with the timeline.
It does.
With the space-time continuum, or whatever the heck you want to call it, for you Back to the Future fans.
Yeah.
Which is like everyone.
But, yeah, like, at first I kind of thought, because, like, Wells, like, skipping to the Cisco Vive glasses thing.
Yeah.
Like, when Wells was like, yeah, I'll direct you, and you can stay in your vibe as long as you need to. I'm going, he's gonna leave that sucker on Cisco's head. It's just gonna be stuck, like, vibing for the rest of his life, and blah, 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 you know, like, because he's working for Zoom. So yeah. I'm just like, this isn't gonna end well. But then it's like, no, he legitimately wanted to help Cisco hone his vibing abilities. I'm like, well, that's new.
Yeah, I know, considering the fact that Wells is trying to siphon Barry's speed again.
Yeah, but he's not siphoning Barry's speed. What he's doing is trying to get Barry to move faster.
So that he can defeat Zoom.
So that Zoom can take the
speed.
But he's probably, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's hoping that he can defeat Zoom, and Zoom won't get his speed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Patty.
Patty laughed. She found out.
She did.
She found out.
She found out on her own.
She did. By using her detective skills. Which, she was right. She should have discovered the truth earlier. I think everyone who knows the truth should have discovered it a little earlier. Like,
yeah.
Really.
I agree.
Yeah. But, like, I like the fact that she still believed in her findings, even though he told her no.
Yeah.
Like, she still knew, and she was sticking to what she knew and not what she was told.
Mm-hmm.
Which made me really like her a lot more than I did.
Yeah.
And I like Patty. I think she's a pretty cool character, and I wanted her to stay. But I understood why Barry, like, said, I'm not. It wasn't just because he doesn't want to put any more people in the line of fire. Like, I mean, really, like, this is, like, Patty's dream
Mm-hmm.
is to go to this school.
Yeah.
If the one thing keeping her from going is that she thinks that maybe Barry might be the one or something, like, what else is Barry supposed to do? It's like, the one thing keeping you from going is knowing I'm the Flash? Okay, well, I'm not the Flash.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's hard, but I mean, it's the right thing to do.
It is. I think that the reason he didn't want her to know was understandable because he doesn't want any more people in his life to get hurt or to leave, and so that's why he was keeping it from her.
But he was all ready to tell her last week.
I know.
Like, he would have told her at the end if she wouldn't have told him she was leaving.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he like, he's claiming that that's why he hasn't, that's why he doesn't want her to know. But that's not why he doesn't want her to know.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's trust issues. I mean, like, seriously. She was, like, she totally played with his mind last week. Like, that's not cool.
No, it's not.
And so that probably put up some trust issues between them on his side. And, like, even with her knowing the truth now,
Mm-hmm.
like, the best thing for them is to be separated right now.
Yeah.
So,
I think so.
I mean, I'm still a West Allen fan, like, that's my ship, but...
I'll always be very nice.
But, like I said before the break, like, there's gonna be, like... Barry's gonna be with couples that we like that, that aren't, like... What's the word I'm looking for? Okay. That, like, that aren't endgame, but we're still going to, like, I'll move it for you guys. But we're still going to, get these couples, like, this pairing with Barry that we like. I mean, like, I like Barry with Patty, but I'm not going to ship them because because, like, I mean, like, I'll ship them for the moment, I guess, but the OTP that I think should be with Barry is Iris. That's the OTP. So, like, I firmly believe in that. And let's see, another thing about this episode. I'm still sick. If you guys watched the Arrow review last week, I was sick. So yeah. What else do you want to talk about? Like, what else do you...
You wanted to mention Zolomon? Oh my gosh, sorry.
Yeah, but that's at the end. Like, let's do that at the end.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, that might take a minute to talk about.
Sorry.
So...
The camera.
What else would you like to talk about?
Iris and her mom and Wally and stuff.
Yeah.
I liked that Iris forgave her.
Yeah.
Like she said, she didn't even know her that well, but the reason that it was hard was because it's her mom, even though she doesn't know her that well.
Mhm.
And so it was just really hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it showed maturity.
Yeah. And she's such a great actress.
Yeah.
So.
I love her. She's amazing.
And I like that she convinced Wally to go and that he wanted
Mhm.
her to go with him.
Yeah, I think he just didn't want to go alone.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, it's his mom.
Yeah.
Like, his
I
mom's
mean, he
in the
was raised by
hospital,
his
like-
mom and she was raised by her dad.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you have unresolved issues with your mama and your mama lying dying in the hospital room, like, you don't want to go alone.
Why are you talking like a black person?
I am not.
Yes, you
okay?
are. Yo, mama. That's
Hey.
a black person talk.
That's racist.
It is.
I don't care. I like saying yo. Yo, mama.
I'm not trying to be racist. I'm not. I am not. I'm just saying that that's the way that they normally talk.
Not
Everybody
all.
has a certain way that they talk.
I know that most races have a certain dialect in how they speak and everything.
Please don't be offended.
But
I didn't mean anything, Brian.
I talk like that sometimes. I just haven't done that on camera yet.
I know. I just mentioned it because it makes sense with the fact that Irish.
Oh, like that didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah.
Oops.
I mean, they don't talk that way, but I'm
No.
just saying, like, in general, it's, you know,
Yeah.
something that they do sometimes.
Yeah.
But enough of that.
I mean, us white people say, hey, and yeah.
yeah.
We got some word hang-ups.
NorCal
Anyways.
stuff. Or, hella came from Northern California,
Hmm.
apparently.
Well,
But anyway, I hope nobody's offended or hurt.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I think that it was good that that happened.
Mm-hmm. That Wally's gonna get closure before.
Yeah, and that Iris is too.
Oh, she just got closure.
Yeah.
So she's not going to get closure. She got closure. Like I'm just kind of curious about like how she's going to deal with her death.
Yeah.
Like the event. I mean, like you know that she's gonna die. So, like with hardly knowing who her mom is, what's her grieving process going to look like? Like, I think that's going to be kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And what is Joe's grieving process going to look like? Because I mean, he still loves the woman.
Yeah.
Like, he still really loves her. And
I don't think he ever stopped loving her.
Yeah.
Even though she left him and she hurt him really badly, I don't think that he ever stopped loving her.
That's probably why we've never seen him on a date.
Yeah.
Like,
and the
he's-
reason that he still wears his wedding ring.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, even though he hasn't known her for years, like, he's gonna be, like, massively grieving.
I'm glad that we're finally getting stuff with her mom, though, because remember when we thought we would never get anything or we would never see stuff about her mom?
Yeah.
Or we thought that she was dead or something like that?
Yeah, like, she was gonna
Like-
die off camera. We'd never see her
Yeah.
after she left.
Because they didn't really explain anything like that until
Yeah.
now, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked that stuff. And did you talk about Cisco? Cisco vibing.
Yeah, his, he saw, like, multiple timelines and multiple universes all at once. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
And the fact that the glasses let him see into the future.
That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then because of what Barry did in capturing Reverse Flash, it caused him to have seizures.
Yeah.
So he had to return him to the future to fix it. Back to the future. We're sending you back to the future!
Yeah.
Yes, that makes me happy. I'm sorry. I like Back to the Future.
Yes. Because I'm not flashing you, I promise. If you guys don't know where that comes from, it's an earlier, I think that was season 1. Like, a
It's a
review.
season 1 Flash review video.
Yeah. Like,
I think it was back in, like, what, October?
I don't know.
Well, whenever it was. I was
I think it was like the first time travel episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about him revealing himself to her.
Mm-hmm.
It was the episode 15 where they kissed.
Mm.
And that timeline got erased.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and he reveals that he's the Flash. And I'm like, I'm not flashing you, I promise.
Yeah, because she was wearing a
'Cause
Back
I went
to the
like
Future
that.
shirt. We were talking about the different time travel theories.
Yeah.
I was standing in for the Terminator theory, and you were doing Back to the Future theory, and you had your Back to the Future shirt.
Yeah.
And you were wearing something similar to this.
It was like a sweater thing.
Yeah, like gray one.
I think it was gray or
was.
black, yeah.
And she's like, Back to the Future. I'm not punishing you, I promise. Yeah, it was funny. You guys should go check that out. Get a laugh out of it.
Yeah.
We're not doing it justice.
Yeah, you have to watch it to believe it. But yeah, like, just hearing about all that stuff with, like, the space-time continuum and the paradoxes and all of it, it makes me think of those movies.
Yeah.
Because that's talked about, too.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that him going back in time or future, whatever, has consequences and changes history.
Yeah.
Like, if in the first movie, if he didn't get his parents together because his mom had the hots for him, he wouldn't have been born.
Yeah.
So, because he was there, he had to make sure that he got them together again so that he existed, or it would have altered everything.
Yeah, so, like, that's kind of, like, what the thing is with the Reverse Flash, is that, like, it's nothing about love.
Yeah.
But it has to do with murder, and Barry has to end up being okay with it.
Yeah, and like Wells said, no matter what you do, your mom is still gonna die.
Yeah.
Because that's just supposed to happen.
It's like in Doctor Who. It's a fixed point in time, and it cannot be altered.
Mm-mm.
Although he alters that all the time. Anyways. Yeah. But...
So the fact that, you know, he's been sent back and Cisco's okay and everything, like, yeah, of course there's gonna be more time travel stuff.
Yeah, because isn't this the season where we get Barry from season 1? Future Barry?
It's Welcome to Earth 2,
No.
I think.
No, where Barry travels back in time with
Oh.
Eobard Thawne to fight
think so.
Thawne the night his mom dies.
I think so, yeah.
Like, I think that's the season.
I'm pretty sure it is, probably.
So, like, I'm wondering, like, does that mean we're gonna get another Reverse Flash episode this season in which Reverse Flash goes back to Barry again? And then after that, they, like, during their fighting, they go to, like, the past and fight around, what's her name, Nora?
Yeah.
Nora, and then, or, like, is Reverse Flash gonna get to Nora first, and then Flash is gonna realize something's wrong, and then go back in time to try and figure out what happened, and then he has to fight Reverse Flash? Or, like, how is he gonna know that he has to go save his mom? I mean, like, really, that's what's bugging me.
Yeah. Well, they always come up with stuff on this show. There's always surprises.
Yeah.
Always twists that you don't necessarily know about, but somehow they make them work.
Yeah.
And fit into the episodes and the storyline, so...
Yeah. What I want to see is, like, Cisco be able to vibe, like, differently than what he's doing. Like, right now he's just, like, mentally vibing and seeing things, alternate timelines and future, issues. But, like, I mean, like, the way his body was moving in and out, he can vibe to these other places.
Yeah, he can
Like,
vibe to other dimensions.
He can, like, not just visually stand around and look at it. I mean, like, physically go there.
Yeah.
And I want him to do that so bad. Just,
He probably will.
Get, like, he gets stuck on, like, Earth 2 after a portal closes or something. And we don't see him for, like, half a season, which won't happen because he's, like, one of the best things on this show.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, really, like, that's what I want. I want him to, like, vibe to a different reality or to, like, whatever. And, yeah. I want to see evil Cisco come from Earth 2. Or, like, when they go to Earth 2, I wanna find evil Cisco
Mm-hmm.
and, like, see what he's doing with the vibe power.
Yeah.
So,
Well, how
like-
cool would it be if, like, Earth 2 Cisco's actually evil and he's not nice?
would he still be throwing out quirky things about
Probably,
movies?
but he'd be more sarcastic about it and
Maybe,
snarky.
probably. Dude, what if Captain Cold was a good guy?
Oh, jeez.
And Heatwave too. Like, can you picture him being good? Like, all he likes to do is like catch things on fire and beat people up. Like, what's he gonna be?
You can still be a good person and do those things. You just fight for good instead of for evil. You can beat people up in self-defense rather than just beating them up because you're mean. And you can set things on fire just because you enjoy setting things on fire.
I'm picturing him
Like-
going around with
Right.
like him being a firefighter, just like fighting the fires instead of starting them, and like being like the sweetest, kindest person.
Or he like starts the fires and then he puts them out at the same time because he is nice.
That's not nice. That's evil.
Whatever.
It's against the law, man.
Not if they don't know who started the fire.
They'll figure it out. They have people that do that.
I know.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, like, I'm having this mental picture of him being like this uber nice guy who like looks out for people.
Maybe
Like-
that'll happen in the Legends of Tomorrow show.
I don't see that happening at all. He's in it so that he can steal stuff throughout history.
I see.
I'm watching it. It's a pretty good show. You guys should check it out if you haven't already.
I might.
Second episode airs tomorrow night.
No, it's Thursday.
Or Thursday. Why'd I say tomorrow?
Because of Arrow.
Right. Yeah, okay. Thursday night. Yeah. So,
Hunter Zolomon.
okay. Like, okay, like, I freaked out. Like,
She did.
oh my gosh, like,
I was looking at her like,
But-
what the heck are you doing?
you,
I knew Hunter Zolomon like was an important name. I just forgot that he was one of the Reverse Flashes.
yeah. Like, oh my god.
I don't want Jay to be evil. Or Hunter to be evil.
That's awesome. Like, I was like, oh my gosh.
Maybe they're gonna do something different with the character then. Instead of have him be a Reverse Flash though.
But we do have.
Well, because if Jay is the Flash in his Earth,
Mhm.
why would Hunter be the Reverse Flash if Jay's not the Reverse Flash? And they're the same. They have the same DNA.
Well, why is Linda Park Dr. Light in Earth 2 when she doesn't have powers in Earth 1?
I don't know.
Exactly. Like, I mean, that's what it comes down to. Like, some people in Earth 2 were exposed to the particle accelerator while their counterparts on Earth 1 weren't. But I think that, I think that Hunter Zolomon is going to be an accident. I don't think he has his powers yet. Just like Wally doesn't have his powers yet.
Yeah.
I think there might be another particle explosion, or Hunter Zolomon might get it from the cosmic treadmill. So, like, I'm just like, 'cause using that full-on name, I mean, like, if his last name was Zolomon, then it's just like, okay, but his name is Hunter Zolomon. I'm like, you can't just use that full name and not do anything with it.
Yeah.
It's like using the name Wally West and doing completely nothing with the character.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh, I'm sure they plan to do something with Wally. Everybody was really excited about him coming on the show, and
Mhm.
I think that he will definitely have a bigger role eventually.
Exactly. And I think that's why you reveal the Hunter Zolomon now. Like, we're not going to get much build-up with him, I don't think, this season.
Mm-hmm.
But we are going to get some build-up. I mean, once Jay gets his powers back, because you know that's going to happen,
Because Caitlyn can't bear to lose somebody else that she cares about.
Yeah. But, like...
Unless she does, and then that's what causes her to become Killer Frost.
Well, the Killer Frost we get to see currently is the Killer Frost from, Earth 2.
Okay.
Where Ronnie Raymond is still alive and they are married and they are an evil villain couple. Like, because he's still got his Firestorm powers, so he's gonna be, what was it? Black Storm? Something like that?
Black Storm.
I don't know, something about black and fire or whatever. It's not Blackfire because Blackfire is Starfire's sister. So.
My sister. I'm just kidding.
But
if I were an animated character, maybe. But I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just using the name.
Yeah. But yeah, he's gonna be evil. So like I'm just thinking, like, is Jay gonna go home? Like, since he's fallen in love with Caitlyn and he goes back to Earth 2 and Caitlyn's evil and married to Ronnie, like, that's not gonna work out for them. So, like, is he gonna stay on Earth 1 with Caitlyn?
Maybe he was with somebody else in his Earth that we don't know about.
Well, I don't think he'd allow himself to get so close to Caitlyn.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he seems like a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
So, what if he stays on Earth 1 with us and lives with Caitlyn, and then we also have his twin brother, the Hunter Zolomon, eventually become powerful as well.
Yeah.
And, like, we don't know this guy's backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not really. We know that his parents are both dead. And that he grew up in the foster system. So, like, that's all I'm not saying that all people who grow up in the foster system turn out to be crap. But, I mean, no one turns out to be crap. They just, bad.
They just go through a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're moved around all the time.
And some people aren't nice.
Yeah.
But, like, what if he had, like, what if most of his experiences were bad ones, and he's actually not a really nice guy? Like, he's actually the opposite of Jay Garrick. And when he gets his powers, he does become the opposite of Jay Garrick. He becomes, quite literally, the reverse Flash.
Yeah.
Because he is the Flash. Because there's two of the same people in the same universe, and so you have Jay Garrick and Hunter Zolomon. So Jay Garrick is like the nice version that goes around saving people, but because they're the same person, like, they have the same powers and, like, whatever, like, once Hunter Zolomon gets his abilities, and, like, it's like, yeah, boom.
Yeah, was said a lot in that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes, that will be really interesting to see how all that plays out. Hopefully they didn't just name drop and just say Hunter Zolomon and not do anything with it. I'm sure that they're going
not,
to.
because, like, that's a big name.
I'm sure they're probably going to, because the way for Jay to get better from his sickness is for them to capture Zoom, and then he will get his speed back. So, I think that there's definitely more that will happen.
Yeah, if we didn't, I kind of feel certain that Zoom is from Earth 2. Like,
I think Zoom is from Earth 2 because Jay had to
consensus.
deal with him first.
Because,
and he told them about Zoom.
Yeah. Because if we didn't know that for sure, I would say that Hunter Zolomon already had his powers and he was Zoom.
Yeah.
But, like, he's sitting completely still, so that's not even a viable option.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's not vibing. Vibing is the wrong word to use.
He's not vibrating.
Yes. He's sitting completely still, like we are right now. Yeah. So, because I believe that Zoom is the version of Reverse Flash that is like out of time, where he's like he lives between the seconds.
Yeah.
So it always looks like he's vibrating because he's always a half a second ahead of everything, or even like a second and a half or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how far it is. I don't read the comics. I want to. I just don't have time.
Yeah.
But so I think that's the thing. The weird thing is that like the reason why I freaked out and I was like, oh my gosh, is because I think Hunter Zolomon is that version of Reverse Flash. So I'm just like, they name dropped Hunter Zolomon, and then I'm like, wait a minute, like, who the hell is Hunter Zolomon gonna be? Like, his version of Reverse Flash is taken.
Yeah.
Like, is he gonna be the other one? I can't remember. Who
I'm
that
sure they will
is.
do something pretty dang epic with it, no matter what it is. All right.
Yeah. Well, we've gone pretty long.
So, I think before we leave, we should talk about the promo. Because you were upset.
I was.
And, okay. So, for those of you that saw the promo, if you watched the episode live, or if you just decide to watch the promo online somewhere or whatever, we see Iris get hurt, or get in the line, like she's in danger somehow, and Flash catches her, and she's like all limp and everything.
Big old shard of glass was flying at her.
Yes. And she's worried that the same thing's gonna happen to her that happened to Felicity.
Not the
Arrow.
same thing, but I'm like, okay, Felicity just got like shot to bits, and she's being told she's never gonna walk
Arrow's a lot
again.
more violent than
But
Flash.
yeah, I know this. But like, then you turn around and the next episode of The Flash, you hurt like Iris.
Okay, Iris is
like,
the main character. I don't think that she's going to necessarily, die or
I don't think she's gonna die. I mean, they've already said that Iris and Barry are end game.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Iris
Felicity
can't
didn't die. She just got paralyzed. But no, I mean, yes, I'm sure she'll probably get hurt because like I was reading the description for the next episode next week, and it said that like she finds out about Wally's drag racing, and she puts herself in like a dangerous situation or something like that to try to stop him, and that's probably what happens. But hopefully she doesn't get injured too bad. But what are your guys' thoughts about that?
I think she's gonna have to go to the hospital.
Well, duh, it's a freaking shard of glass.
I think she's gonna be in surgery for a few hours.
Depending on where the glass hits her body.
No, I think it's gonna hit her body in a very vital spot. I mean, it's at this point in time in the show that, like, we're nearing season 3. Think back to Arrow.
This is episode 11.
I know. But think back to Arrow season 2. Like, we lost Moira that season.
In the finale.
I know. So, I mean, I'm thinking Joe not lasting much longer.
You thought that in the first season and he freaking still lived.
Well, he's lucky, damn it. Joe will die. Okay? Joe has to die.
Whatever.
Just like
she can't
Quincy.
lose both of her parents. Seriously.
She might. Okay, I'll be nice. Joe will die next season.
I mean, alas, Oliver has lost both of his parents.
Yes.
But
within a 5 years, no,
it's
6
a different
year span.
show.
They are connected and written and directed by same people.
It's just because I don't want Joe to die because I like his character.
Yeah, but he's the mentor. Mentors are there to die.
I know.
On hero stuff.
But anyway, yes, she's probably going to get hurt pretty badly and going to be in the hospital. Maybe that'll prompt some Barry and Iris scenes.
Yay!
Because Patty's no longer going to be on the freaking show anymore.
Damn! I liked her character, like I was talking earlier.
I liked Patty's character too. I just knew that it was only going to be a temporary thing.
Yeah. I just kind of thought along the same
I got to really like
lines.
her character, but I knew that...
I'm glad she survived.
Yeah, I am too. And I knew the whole time going into it that it was going to be a temporary thing.
Yeah, obviously.
But like she told Barry, she's like, you never said you loved me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's clear that he still loves Iris.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, how many times did they do it? I mean,
Joe
we saw an episode where they woke up in the same bed, and he still has
last week's episode.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, they've been together for weeks and probably a month or so by now.
Joe might have told him to, like, move on and stuff, but that doesn't mean that, like, he'll just stop having feelings for Iris.
Yeah. But, I mean, like,
and he
you
also
can't go that long and do all that sex without,
I know.
like, oh, I love you.
He also made the mistake of saying that
he's not
everybody
going to.
that he loves and cares about leaves, and that's not true because Iris and Joe are still there.
Yeah, Caitlin's still there.
And Caitlin.
And
Cisco. So, maybe he thinks that, like, because of his dad and everything.
His dad, his mom,
But
Wells.
That doesn't mean that everybody in his life has done the same thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, because the Flash saves her, we might actually see some really cool stuff.
Yeah. I am thinking that she's gonna die, though.
She's not gonna die.
I don't mean anytime soon. But she is meant to pull on the heartstrings. People did like them together.
Who are you talking about?
Patty.
Oh, I thought you... Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Oh. Yeah,
I thought you meant
not
Iris.
Iris, no. Iris won't die.
I'm just like, what?
She might die on
How
Earth
dare
2.
you?
Earth 2 Iris might die. That would suck.
Yeah, it would.
But, like...
But anyway, yeah, she's probably gonna get hurt pretty bad.
Mhm.
But, she'll be okay.
Yeah. But as for Patty, I think eventually she will die.
Yeah. I don't know how many more episodes she's supposed to be on.
She might last into next season. Like, she could come back for, like, spring break or something.
Yeah, she might come back as, like, a recurring character. But I think it said, like, on her IMDb that she was only in, like, 9 episodes.
Mm.
So, and I don't know how many it's been so far, so...
Well, I do think she's gonna die, but I am surprised she made it out so far. Like, I thought she was gonna die this episode. Because she was leaving this episode, I thought that she probably won't make it to college.
Yeah.
But she did, so...
I liked that she said bye, Barry, after he left the train.
Yeah.
Like, she knew that it was him because she saw him up close. He stopped vibrating and she saw him.
Well, he stopped because he's like, well, she's on the train there. Like, she's accepted. She's probably already registered for classes. Like, this is happening. And she already knows.
Yeah.
So, why not let her just know definitely? Because it's not going to change what's happening.
Yeah.
And if she ever does come back, like, her trying to figure out if she was right might cause her death. So letting her know now is safer in the long run.
Yeah.
Supposedly. But now when she comes back, she's going to want to help, and then she's going to die.
Yep.
But, yeah. I mean, I don't want Patty to die. I want her to just, like, ride off into the sunset, and like Linda Park, just we don't hear from her.
We'll see Linda Park again.
No, I know, because they have Wally, but I'm just saying, you know, like,
yeah,
we see her
aside from Barry and Iris.
Boom.
Aside from Barry and Iris, Linda and Wally are considered like a really epic couple too.
Yeah, they're not like Lois and Clark, but
no, Barry and Iris are like Lois and Clark.
Yes, like Linda and Wally.
Barry and Iris are the Clois of the Flash.
They are. I think Linda and Wally.
There are plenty of parallels between Clois and West Allen on both shows.
Mhm. Who do you think Linda and Wally would be?
I don't know.
Like, cause you have Clois being so close to West Allen, so who do you think?
I I don't know.
Why don't you guys come up with one and let us know? Like, what
Maybe-
superhero pairing do you think that Linda and Wally represent?
Like, do you think that they parallel somebody on Smallville or another TV show or what?
Mm-hmm. Or just the comic book versions of couples that get together.
I mean, if I were to say, I'd probably say, like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know that much about Linda and Wally, so
Yeah.
I can't really compare them, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know that much about them either, but I do know that they are an OTP.
Yeah, for those of you that know a lot about Linda and Wally and are fans of them and, like, have read the comics and stuff, who would you think that they would, like, represent or be paralleled with of another couple in something? Because
And it can be, I mean, I know this is all like DC, but you could even go into Marvel coupling. Not that there's,
yeah,
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of Marvel couples out there, but I don't know, Jean Grey and Scott.
anyway,
I
let
don't
us know.
like Scott, so. But yeah, let us know what superhero couple you think that Linda and Wally will be like, or that their comic book counterparts are at least similar to.
Mm-hmm.
So that those of us who may know those other heroes would get a better understanding of the heroes that Linda and Wally will be.
Yes.
Or the couple Linda and Wally will be. Because I don't think Linda's going to have any powers unless there's another particle accelerator and she becomes a good version of Dr. Light. I don't see it happening. But, and let us know if you guys think that Caitlin actually does have powers, but she's hiding it.
Okay.
Because we know Earth 2 version does. So, we have talked for an uber long time. My throat is hurting. I'm wanting to cough like a whole lot right now, but I'm holding back for you! So,
Alright.
yeah. I guess, until next time, keep believing in the impossible.